Today we're watching an amazing woodworking process, where a craftsman turns a raw piece of wood into a beautiful, fully finished wooden dinner plate, a natural, handmade alternative to plastic and ceramic plates, using it purely as a shape reference. The craftsman is seated outdoors among piles of freshly cut log, and he holds this bowl alongside a raw round wood disc, comparing the two to plan out his design. He begins by hand splitting and trimming a smaller log into a rough round shape using a knife. Sitting on the ground surrounded by wood shavings and bark offcuts scattered everywhere, he works steadily around the disc, stripping the bark completely and squaring the block into a clean, workable round shape. Once the disc is fully prepped, he carries it into a small wooden workshop where the lathe is set up, surrounded by other finished wooden pieces, bottles, pots, and containers lining the shelves in the background. He mounts the disc flat onto the lathe. As the motor spins it rapidly, he brings his cutting tool to the edge, and the rough disc quickly rounds out into a clean, even circle. Working section by section, he begins hollowing out the front face, carving a wide, shallow well into the center, while leaving a raised rim around the outer edge, shaping the classic wide dinner plate profile seen in his terracotta reference piece. As the shape develops, fine concentric ring lines appear naturally across the surface from the turning process, giving the plate a smooth, layered, hand-turned texture. He then flips his attention to the back of the piece, refining the underside and shaping a small foot ring at the base, just like a traditional plate would have for stability. With the shape complete, he switches to sanding, holding sandpaper against the spinning wood, smoothing out every mark until the surface turns silky and glowing, evenly finished all around. For the final step, he applies a rich mustard orange color to the plate using a silk cloth held against the spinning wood. As it rotates, the pigment spreads smoothly and evenly, soaking into the grain and building up a warm, glossy, golden brown finish, with a deep reddish swirl forming naturally at the very center. Once fully coated, he lets it spin a little longer to set the color evenly before bringing the finished piece to a stop. In the closing shot, the craftsman holds up the completed wooden plate, smooth, glossy, and beautifully colored in warm golden and amber tones. The camera then moves in close for a final look, showing off the natural wood grain radiating outward in a stunning spiral pattern. What started as a rough, broken piece of log has now become a fully finished, handmade wooden plate, a true showcase of traditional wood turning skill.